Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today taking flights in the Airbus A320neo in Lufthansa colours, on a flight from here in Munich to Palermo. So flight time is about 2 hours, give or take a few. It's very, very cold today, I must admit. See, the aircraft is already completely frozen over. And so, yeah, it should be a rather interesting little departure out today. So we jump the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for departure very shortly. Yeah, so, got completely frozen over. Hopefully, anti-ice is, I'm gonna start melting some of this. Hopefully, we won't have too many problems. I'm not got dev mode on, so I can't actually, remove the ice if we, need to, the other way around. As long as I try and get some of this forward. Yeah, even the passenger window is completely covered over. This is gonna be a fun little day, ain't it? Well, it's doing something, I think. I hope this melts. I really do. We will load it up from the menu today since there's no fuel truck available at Munich on this add-on, so we'll just do it from the menu. Total fuel today is 18069. 18069. So 43. 063. Pushed it £1 of fuel in the there you go, perfect. Right. So fuel pumps on. Batteries come on. Power sets, anti-ice all turned on. Probably immediately turn the AP on as well, so we can get some of this hot air into the aircraft. Ah, perfect, okay. Well, it's thawing. It's thawing. The aircraft from the external might be a bit beyond help, but as long as the windows are clear, as long as most of the aircraft is free, that's all that really matters, I guess, at this point. Right, well, so welcome to stream, welcome to our flight today. So all three nav sets, make sure that's all set, all set, perfect, right. Down to the FMS, let's start this aircraft up. FMS, go to initialization, and we are flying from Echo Delta Delta Mike to Lima India Charlie Juliet. Here we go. Flight number today is going to be Lima Hotel 1914 1914. IRS installation will start aligning the IRS. Our cost next today is going to be 21. Recruiting altitude of flights level 370, 37,000 feet. Next page, we'll take the zero fuel weight out. Block fuel on board the aircraft is 8.18, 8.2. Put that in. And now, the flight plan. Before we do that, might as well start loading our passengers. Might as well get our people on board the airplane today. AP starting up, hopefully be nice and warm for them when they board the aircraft. So flying from Munich to Palermo, Lufthansa 1914, 37,000 feet, 1 hour 45 o'clock flights, departure in approximately 20 minutes. Flying an A320neo of 164 people on board, 164. No Wi-Fi, I can't remember, does Lufthansa A320 Wi-Fi? No, they don't have plane entertainment. I think actually no, I think they do. Yeah. They do, so we have got Wi-Fi, no entertainment. Boarding music, I can't remember if they've also got Lufthansa boarding. Yes, we do. Yes, it was quite techno theme, wasn't it? Quite techno one. We have got a safety briefing for Lufthansa, so we're using that. Snacks we do get, meal service we don't get for short haul flights. And with that, let's start going. Twitch shouldn't be a black screen. Try refreshing the page. Twitch seems to be working alright for me at least. Right, let's plug in this FMS, let's plug in our waypoints for flying today. So, also, before I do that, I might quickly load the tablets, grab our info for that. There we go, pull it from SimBrief at Munich. There we go, info in departures 18:30 Zulu, it's about... Where is it for 6:30? Okay, well, passing an hour late then, arriving an hour late. That's all fine, that's all fine, that's all perfect. Dispatch, so load sheet, we've got 80,069 pounds of fuel. Now cruising altitude flight level 370. Weather we've got there. We'll also listen to ATIS, and we'll also get our flight cleared from Tower, as we are expecting majority ATC today during this flight, which should be pretty good. Right, first waypoint is Turbo. From Turbo, we fly the Yankee 107. To Topso. Directs to Bacor, so inside that's the flight plan. Directs to Bacor. Directs to Giano. That our flight plan is now complete. We're expecting a Turbo 6 Echo departure, arrival Giano 3B, departing runway 08 right, arriving runway 25. So I should get some pretty good scenery out of this flight today. Oops, someone's spawned in on IVAO, I see. We're flying the IVAO network, looking very busy today at the airport. Also trying out Volanta, so if you want to track our flights, feel free to check us out on Volanta today. Should be pretty good this. I mean, from what I've seen so far, it's a very good tool at tracking your flights, so definitely give that a go today. Hopefully it all looks rather good. Flight number is LH1914. All set, that's all set, that's all set. That's all looking good. So yeah, we're on Volanta. Feel free to check us if you want. Thank you there, Brad, for the £5. As always. Pog from Brad. Thank you very much, man. You're a star. Thank you very much. Let's print out the weather request now for the flight today. So, weather request. Send that while we wait. Turn up the brightness. Before then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this Lufthansa flight 1914 from Munich to Palermo. Flight today is approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes. Relatively cold, relatively cloudy, and starting to snow here in Munich right now. So, hopefully, we can take you out of that and land you somewhere a bit warmer, a bit clearer. Cabin crew today. Feel free to ask any questions. Otherwise, sit back, relax, enjoy Flight Lufthansa today. So play that to the cabin. Had you? Oh, so the aircraft you see. So this is all IVAO. This is all IVAO network aircraft. So for example, you saw the Ryanair earlier, who's now the part. No, still behind us. So yes, the air traffic you see is IVAO. They're all real people on flight sim, all flying their own networks, which is a very good way of doing flight sim. I like it. I do like it. And with IVAO, you get the proper model matching, which is rather good. Right, so I'll turn up the overheads. Turn up the backlight over here. IRS is still lining, takes another 2 minutes, which is fine. Print out the weather request. Let's have a look at the ATIS, shall we? Over to performance. Let's listen to that. And let's
Winds 340, variable 310 to 010, at 9 knots, visibility 2 kilometers, temperature -5 degrees Celsius, dew point -7 degrees Celsius, altimeter 1008, light snow, mist, few clouds at 500 feet, scattered clouds at 800 feet. Broken layer at 1,200 feet. Winds 340.
Alright, okay, so yeah, it's definitely well, definitely should stay flying this one. We'll definitely be very sure to safely. 106 knots rotate speed today, 126. Flight plan, we're expecting runway runway 26 for departures. We have 08 right on file, so we'll have to get that updated from ATC. 26 right. Well, 08 right, that'll be 26 left. Plugging the 26 left, we can change it if we need to later. So 08 via the Turbo 6 Echo departure. Turbo 6 Echo. We'll then tune to delivery, get our clearance, and then get everything done from there. Turbo 7 Sierra 7 Whiskey. Here we go. You know what, we'll tune clearance delivery, we'll do this all through them, so 121.730. Shard is not quite working the green screen today. I'm not quite sure what's... that's probably why the microphone's positioned itself in a awkward place on my shoulder there. If I can just kind of move that a bit and I don't know, try and figure something out of that later. Right, we'll tune the frequency and we'll get ourselves our delivery clearance into Palermo. Hello there, Munich delivery. This is Lufthansa 1914 requesting IFR copy to Palermo.
Lufthansa 1914, Munich delivery. Hello, start of approved clear destination via the Turbo 7 Sierra departure route, runway 26 left, your squawk is 4366, check information called.
So Lufthansa 1914 is cleared to Palermo, departing runway 26 left on the Turbo 7 Sierra departure, squawking at 4366 and can confirm information Golf. We're taking 7 Sierra out, runway 26 left, which is fine, transition is clear, that inserts that.
Lufthansa 1914 goes correct, and contact Adrian 121.10 for pushback, bye bye.
121710 for push start for Lufthansa 1914, thank you very much. Right, so now tune over to ground frequency.
Delivery, good Abend, die Airbus A320neo with information Golf position 222 off.
Now tune into ground frequency, and as soon as we're ready to go, our clearance out of that. Yeah, very busy today in ATC. Very busy nights. No, not a new mic. This is trying something out a bit different with the sound settings. I'm trying to rebalance my sim audio so that you guys can hear me a bit clearer, but is it better, is it worse? You tell me. Right, so QNH was... we grab that. QNH was
320 via Whiskey 2, Delta 1 to November 4, Drawyah 27X-ray. Number 2 Whiskey Charlie, contact ground
1008.
Contact ground 121 decimal.
Initial climb will be 5,000, so we'll leave it to that for now. Our director's on, and on Iris is lined. We will activate the APU bleed. So passenger boarded, everyone's secure, so hopefully we'll get ourselves out in a couple of moments. So turn the brightness displays a bit because it's a little bit dark in the cabin right now. Not sure about free planes, David Uncourt. Definitely freeware add-ons, but don't think you get any really default free aircraft, because it's still very much working on the current aircraft we've already got. No point releasing new free planes if they don't have the current ones working properly yet, so not soon. Right, so that's all set, that's all good. We'll turn off the external power now since we're on the aircraft systems. Still looking very cold outside today, which is very good. But apart from that, everything else looks like we're almost ready to depart. 27 left, so we're pushing back facing the north today, so we'll make sure we remember to do that. We're on IVAO, Philok, we're on IVAO. Right, that's all good to go. On the beacon lights, make sure that this is all active.
Thank you, bye bye, Ryan 27X-ray.
Make sure we're squawking 4366.
121.980.
Set you to Tara, set you to predicting pushing automatic, and let's now request push and starts. Lufthansa 1914 is requesting push and start from stand 212 Bravo.
Lufthansa 1914, München April, good evening, sir, pushback approved, facing south.
Push start approved, facing south of Lufthansa 1914.
Stand by, please.
So we'll pop up PushbackZoomer. We'll do all that, and then we'll get ourselves out to the airport shortly. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
Wait for the tug to connect. Craft's looking very cold today, which is always good to see, I guess.
Hello, this is KLM 1165 requesting push and start. Currently at stand 215 bro.
KLM 1165, München Ava, good evening sir, push pick up.
Check the seatbelt signs on as well, something you should probably not forget early on in the flights. Probably not an indigo today, Connor. We intend to do one flight during the weekdays, so it's all likely about any flights for today. This is the experimental version, Dennis. We're flying the experimental version of the A320neo. Start replacing Takeoff. There's nothing particularly interesting about Takeoff, Sushi Guy. Landing is where it's all at. Right, so like I say, I need to now start the aircraft. I was going to push back, face south, and at this point I'm going to go silent now because, as you know, PushbackZoomer does tend to conflict with what he's saying. So let's
input and output validated.
let's get ourselves out of there, shall we?
0.87. The connection to the simulator is up and the aircraft is recognized.
No game man, I have no intention to use the 78 Max. I disagree with the entirety development of it. Request pushback.
Pushback request not possible as the state is not idle.
Round from flight deck.
Good afternoon. Yes, everything is ready down here, so release brakes.
Brakes released.
So let the ride begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Tanya 433, ready for taxi.
Turn facing south.
Sure, we'll turn by 90 degrees and bring you on a southern course.
08 by Oscar 2, Tanya 433.
Ja, dieser der 433, Oscar 2, du interessierst.
Brother 13, Oscar 2 and Sierra, Tanya 433.
Okay, perfect.
Stop pushback.
Fine, tell when the parking brakes are set.
Brakes set.
Fine, have a nice flight.
Right, so pushback's complete. Engine 1 is now starting. We'll do a quick flight control check, make sure everything is running as stable. Elevators set. Ailerons set. Rudder set. Speed brakes set. Perfect. We will arm the spoilers and load the flaps into their number 1 position. Why did you play that? It's not dirty, Daniel, it's icy. Very, very icy, very, very cold here at Munich today. Well, there's not much I can really do about it because I don't have dev mode turned on. If I did, I'd be able to hide the ice, but sadly, not in this scenario. And it's heading in front of us pushing back, so good chance we could be stuck behind them for a couple of moments. We can also grab you our tracking link, so if you want to follow along our flight today, you can do so via this link right here. Also, you can see how active and busy ATC is right now. Definitely very, very full. Welcome, NK Power Up. This is live weather, Lewis, correct? Why is it not night? Because everyone complains on a flight at night, it's too dark, so I've stopped flying at night time for the sake of people not complaining. Right, so engine 1 2 is stable, we'll turn off the ignition, we will cut off the APU. We'll announce that we're ready to taxi, but like I say, there's more chance that they'll tell us that we need to wait behind the 787 until they can go themselves. Lufthansa 1914 is ready to taxi.
Lufthansa again.
Lufthansa 1914 is ready to taxi.
Perfect, Lufthansa 1914, taxi via Delta 2 and Oscar 2 to entry Sierra 8.
Taxi Delta 2 and Oscar 2 for entry 3 right for Lufthansa 1914. Now, one thing I love about Volanta is it actually gives you grounds max as well. So we can toss go down Delta 2 and Oscar 2. Delta 2 is down the middle, so we'll go down the middle for that. Onto Oscar 2, which is, if I can find it, Delta 3, Deltas. There you go. Cut across onto Oscar 2 and then hold of runway 3 when we then enter the. In fact, what we're going to do is release parking brake and on our taxi lights. Get ourselves moving, and well, we're going to change lanes. We're going to go to the far left and overtake the 787 in front of us today. There's no date for the replay mod, but it should be this week or next week. So they've, like I said, they've pretty much got the thing ready to release either this week or next week for the release. And to overtake the stationary 787.
Munich ground, guten Abend, die Alpine 8 Lima, top position 222 Alpha, request startup and type.
Alpine 8 Lima, München April, good evening sir, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved, facing north, 8 Lima.
Lufthansa 1914, contact ground, 121-980, bye bye.
121-980 for Lufthansa 1014, thank you very much, take care and goodbye. So Lufthansa ground 12198. Lufthansa ground, this is, sorry, hello, Munich ground, this is Lufthansa 1914, taxiing down Delta 2. Oscar 2, correction.
1914, ground, hello, do you need the icing service?
Requesting taxi to runway.
So confirm you do not need any de-icing?
Negative, no de-icing.
Lufthansa 1914, roger, then taxi holding point runway 26 left via Sierra and Bravo 14.
Taxi holding point 26 left via Sierra and Bravo Lufthansa 1914. I could request anti-ice, but there's no point doing it because, well, until and unlike ground services Lux come out, so when GSX comes out, then de-icing becomes a big thing. Now, no GSX, nothing really to do with it, so we'll just have to live without it. So, go down Sierra. Down the wrong taxiway. So yeah, Sierra then Bravo, so almost overrun Sierra, but we can manage. Okay, pro taxiing skills. Flight time's 1 hour 45 minutes today, Lewis. 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Lufthansa 1914, next turn right onto Bravo 13, so no taxi instructions via Sierra and Bravo 13 to 26 left.
Just say, so it's a ground services add-on that just improves ground within Flight Simulator.
Then the 1914 next turn right onto Bravo 13, monitor tower on 18.705 about.
Runs Bravo 3, monitor tower on 18.705 for Lufthansa 1914, thank you very much. Now tune to tower. Make a hold.
Good Abend. Wind 3 for Syracuse, 9 knots, continue, 1 departure ahead.
Roger, 1 departure ahead, Lufthansa 2081.
Bravo 13. We will quickly do our pre-takeoff checklist, so...
German Airlines 1932, behind the next landing aircraft, Airbus A321, line up runway 26, right behind.
Cam crew, cease to takeoff, please.
Landing aircraft Airbus A321, line up and wait behind German Airlines 1932.
Position here.
1914 frequency.
It's a little bit of Blood lighting on. Hello there, Munich Tower, this is Lufthansa 1914, holding short of 26 left at Bravo 13.
Lufthansa 1914, Munich Tower, good evening. Behind the next departing aircraft, Airbus A320, line up runway 26 left behind.
Line up behind company jet after departure for Lufthansa 1914.
Lufthansa 2081, wind 340 degrees 9 knots, runway 26 right, clear to land.
Right, so they've just been cleared, well, they've been good to take off. We're now going to line up and hold short. For takeoff lights, going to set the TCAS on.
Thank you, bye bye.
Our strobes are actually turned on as well, since that seems to play up sometimes. Let's bring the aircraft into hold short position. Also brake sets to max. I've already got my weekend flights planned, Villa, but at some stage we'll do an Air Mexico flight. Probably not Paris to Mexico City, that's a very, very long way. Maybe one day in the future. Right, let's sort of hold short, and as soon as TAG has takeoff clearance, be free to leave.
Lufthansa 14, wind 340 degrees 9 knots, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 1914.
Italia 433, contact München,
40.
radar on 123, decimal 905,
12 stable.
bye bye.
Up to flex.
Radar 123, decimal 905, Italia 433, many thanks.
Lufthansa
80 knots.
081, when vacated, contact ground on 121, decimal
100.
121, 980, when vacated, Lufthansa 201.
B1. Rotates. Positive right, gear up. Little bit of a crosswind there, but nothing too problematic.
KLM 1165 on frequency. KLM 1165 Munich Tower, good evening. Line up runway 26 left and wait.
Flaps up. Left hand turn.
1914, contact München, radar on 123, decimal 905, bye bye.
123905, Munich radar, Lufthansa 1914, thank you very much, and good evening. So I need Munich radar on 12...
Gemini 1932, wind 340 degrees 9 knots, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 right for German.
123905, 123905.
KLM 1.
We'll talk back to climb power. Switch on to autopilot since we can let the aircraft do all the hard work for us. Munich radar, Lufthansa 1914, passing through 5000.
Lufthansa 1914, hello, identified. Climb flight level 19.
Flight level 190 for Lufthansa 1914.
Alpha Charlie 192, turn left heading 080, descend flight level 080.
So the now departed. Low visibility until we reach the top cloud layer. There's not much I can really do about fighting at this stage because the aircraft is well, completely covered. Go over to standard altimeter, we'll reset the spoilers, and we will also, I'll leave it at that to be fair. Next thing we need to do is turn off the seatbelt sign, and that's when we get to, well, next will be landing lights 1000 and then seatbelt sign later on. Not doing too bad, Aviator, not doing too bad. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. How'd you play that sort of FPS? What do you mean? Well, yeah, about 20-25 FPS, which is, well, more than enough for a flight sim. Yeah, I've got no issue with the frame rate at the moment. Nobody else has ever really complained. Not sure about what time the UK update comes out. We know that the UK update is coming tomorrow. They haven't just about delaying it any further, so we are expecting it tomorrow. We just don't know yet what time that it will drop, but I can imagine it'll be around their kind of mid-afternoon UK time, as it generally is. But we'll definitely keep an eye out for it. 10,000 feet, landing lights off.
This is also a reminder to use your seatbelt fasten throughout the duration of the flight. Do not form a line.
Yes, I do have my sim brief cargo passengers automatic. Yes. We own down delivery works live out. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Fraser. Sorry, not Fraser. Kingslayer. Why can't you see me on Volanta? Well, we're on Volanta. Times 1914. You have departed. Got a slightly different departure runway. That being changed, but we are running Volanta.
Mission Radar, guten Abend, Jump Island 1932, flight level 70.
We're using the experimental version, Milan, running the experimental version of the A320neo. Welcome, how are you doing? Got chance to chats. How do you make this camera? Which camera, Raoul? Which camera are you trying to look for? If I was going to climb out, still a bit bumpy, still a bit turbulence. The cloud cover actually I could project that is. So it's less than 8,000, broken 1,000, 12,000. Yeah, broken, yeah. The cloud cover to at least about 17,000, 18,000 today. You've got either out active traffic. Check settings, Tom. Check your settings. Joy be doing readbacks in second times, and here's you asking 5 times to repeat taxi instructions. You write it all down, them out. It takes practice. It takes practice. I'm sure with enough time you'll get there. I mean, yeah, I started somewhere. Don't forget. You've got to start somewhere. It's going not too bad. Had your ground service without ATC, so you can either use Pushback Helper ARB, or you can use PushbackZoomer. So when I use the PushbackZoomer, when I actually speak to ground crew, then there are a few mods out there which you could use from. PushbackZoomer or Pushback Helper are the two main ones people use. So we're now slowly breaking out of the cloud. Nothing major, still got plenty of cloud cover ahead of us. There are small breaks. There's a good sign that we are potentially going to leave this soon. We're flying to this weekend, so I've got one flight which will be from Melbourne to Tasmania. Then I've got a second flight I'm going to do from Sydney to Tokyo. That'll be on Sunday. And then my afternoon flights will figure out based on the airport requests that I've been on Discord as of recent.
You're about to leave my airspace right now, so stop climb level 190.
So far so good. We are soon to leave from Munich airspace. 13255 as soon as we break out their zone. See, there's an aircraft flying to Palermo as well.
1165 confirm 190 and
433. Right, how many other people are following on today? Playing for Sydney Tokyo, reason of 787.
German 1932
on the 787.
555. Habe die Ehre, ciao. München on 132, das haben wir 555. Danke für den Service. Auf Wiedersehen. Gerne, Canada 1, korrekt.
Could you fly from Belfast to sorry, not Manchester, Gatwick? We could do it at some stage, Geek, so yes, you can do it at some stage. If you download your own livery from livery hack, no, you can use it for your own aircraft, Kingslayer, but not for the AI aircraft. But your own aircraft, yes, you can use the your own liveries. What's the Jared joke? So basically, Jared Reed was a guy who, when we flew to Anchorage from Seoul, so this was PACX, he glitched out of the aircraft and ended up ruining the flight service first class with about 20 people standing on the staircase waiting to head upstairs. So it's just a long run joke of a person who glitched in the toilets and became a comedic run throughout the entire stream. How long Sydney Tokyo flight? That's 11ish hours, probably a bit quicker than that actually. Let's have a look. Sydney to Tokyo. It's
721 heavy. Good evening. Check information Juliet. Out of Delta Mike 424. Proceed Delta Mike
9.5ish hours. 9.5ish hours. So like I said, I'll probably take for the morning, have a break, and then bring it into land later on.
Negative. Delta Mike 424. Thereafter.
I'm actually gonna probably say no to that Afik now because all you do in chat is just request. Come on, man, it's not all about that.
Correct, expect Alice approach runway 26.
Do you recommend the Airbus Studios 330? No, in this. I do not recommend anything from Airbus Studios. Highly do not recommend them. Welcome, Charles Harrison. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, chats. How are you today? Right, so slowly leaving our way out of Munich. Let's we've got Rhine radar, we've got Munich radar, pretty sure Munich radar 132.555, 132.555. Right, next waypoint is Romeo Tango Tango, yes.
2 Tango Hotel, waren wir Raketenfeuer Delta, continue via Foxtrot.
2 Tango Hotel, jawohl, alles klar.
Hello there, Munich radar, this is Lufthansa 1914 at flight level 190, inbound Romeo Tango Tango.
Gate of choice via Mike 2, Lufthansa 2 Tango Hotel, and Unicom. Tschüss.
Sure.
I wouldn't recommend it because it's pirated in this. They used Project Airbus model without permission, ported the A320 cockpit, and it's just a very bad add-on. I highly recommend not touching anything from Airbus Studios. Watching the 737 with Max was bad because that was, well, it's low quality 3D modelled off the internet combined with default 747 787 assets, which again, very cheap, very lazy work, so highly not recommended. Hello there, Munich radar, this is Lufthansa 1914 inbound Romeo Tango Tango at flight level 190.
Yeah, monitor Unicom.
Monitor Unicom, monitor for Lufthansa 1914. Okay, so we're on Unicom for now. Like I say, you're expecting control over Italy, and it's control over, well, definitely get control over Palermo when we land. Quite good coverage today, especially. In fact, Palermo, we've got I think there's a person in training over there today. If I can go to the whoops, IVAO website. I'll go to the controller scheduling. I'm logged in. So at Palermo today, Lima India Charlie Juliet from 10 o'clock today, 10 PM, sorry, 8 PM Zulu, so about 20 minutes. We have connecting approach and tower, which gives us pretty good coverage on the descent to the airport later. We've just broken out the cloud now. Got very good visibility up here. Ever so slowly, well, got a bit nicer this flight now. Yes, we do have scenery for Munich. We're using the Simwings Munich scenery. So to pay away Simwings scenery Munich, which was, well, it's probably one of my personal favourites, if not my favourite scenery right now in Microsoft Flight Sim. The modelling's superb, the terminal interior is all kitted out, it's very good. Highly recommended Simwings Munich. We're now on Unicom for short bits, and then we'll likely contact the ATC very shortly when we connect to the next bit of frequency. We have a look at Volanta. Let's see how that's all coming along. So, depart out of Munich, head our left hand turn, and now heading in route. One of the features I like about this add-on is the 3D mapping. So if I go towards an angle, you can see different aircraft, different flight levels, all doing their thing. And in my case, you can see the aircraft as it climbs out. If I follow the track path down, there it is, make a left-hand turn departure, slowly increases, goes up different flight levels. It's a very smart little track of this. I want to see this grow in the future, that's for sure. No, it does look very good. It does look very good. It's from ORBX, the all-new Volanta tracking. Very nice, Sushi. Hopefully, get a good landing at that. How can we rarely see a 787 Dreamliner in flight in this game? And 90% of the airport videos 22 is the A320. Alright, so, listen, I'm going to fly the 787 this weekend, Grant. Like I said, I like it, 787. It's not the perfect aircraft, but I like it. I like it. You can get a good few flights out of it. It does work when it needs to. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but there is so many worse airplanes out there which people charge you for. At the 787, I can't really say much against it. For a long haul flight, you can get a good amount of range from it. So I flew from Abu Dhabi to Munich just a couple of weeks ago. That's 2 weeks ago. Yes, UK update comes out tomorrow, and I am very excited for it. So it comes out tomorrow. It includes Liverpool John Lennon Airport, Manchester Barton, Land's End, and 2 other airports. Can't quite remember where they are. All new scenery for the UK, so new autogen, all new definition, all that kind of stuff. We've also got program sheet for London, Birmingham, Oxford, Cambridge, and Bristol. So I get all new fantastic 3D scenery. And yeah, landmarks. It's like 180 plus landmarks for the entirety of the country that you could recognise from wherever you go. Lots and lots of work. Very excited to see where it's going to go. The UK updates. Does snow take away the FPS? It does, sushi, like any weather pattern, but to be fair, the weather issue, well, weather I don't think lose too much FPS. You get a drop, but nothing crazy, I'd say. As our snow-covered Lufthansa aircraft slowly comes out. Best thing that's free, definitely the A320neo projects. Definitely the A320neo. And to mute Tom there for constant copy and paste spam. I answered him, he ignored it. IVAO always has traffic. You cannot just switch it off. Oh right, okay, yes. So yeah, traffic and the speaking net is all on our network, so we use IVAO on this channel. We use IVAO for our online ATC. I don't know, always like, whenever I fly Lufthansa aircraft in the sim, always Lufthansa that ends up completely frozen. I don't think of any Lufthansa 320 flights I've done where the aircraft hasn't been completely covered. Can't think of any. This seems to be the the unlucky one out of the aircrafts. It's just about past through level 330, about to pass through 33,000 feet. And slowly, middle there, so just under well, about an eighth of the way there, just under a quarter of the way there. Normally aircraft don't correct, aircraft don't normally fly snow on them, that's just Microsoft Flights and the way it renders the ice and snow at the moment. Not perfect. I can imagine that at some stage they'll look into it. Just when is a question, not sure. It comes down to priorities at the moment. Yes, Johan, we are using the latest experimental version of the A320neo. Not the dev version, we're using experimental. This is the fancy new flight dynamics and all new kind of feel to your controls. I'd say experimental, much better than dev. Just the whole aircraft feels so much better as well. Hand on stick, move it around, feels so much better than default settings. Favourite flight you've done? My favourite flight was probably the trip I did from Taipei to Kai Tak. That was a very good flight in 747. Aircraft operated absolutely spotless for us, and yes, had a lot of fun on that trip. The 748 from Taipei to Kai Tak. Is Microsoft Flight Sim broken? Asked Scott. Well, we're using it right now. I don't think it's particularly broken. It's not perfect. Still got a lot of way to go in terms of development. But I wouldn't say it's broken. I would disagree. But is the experimental build stable enough to use with peace of mind? Absolutely, Johan. Absolutely. Myself, I've had no issues with this aircraft at the moment. We're flying it absolutely spotlessly. Just about to spot the apps down below. And I can tell you now, I mean, don't forget, I am running the sim. I'm also running about 50 different mods as well. And if that's not crashing the platform, then absolutely nothing will. So, yeah, I've got no issue with the experimental version. Not too bad, Aaron. Not too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you? We're just about to reach our cruise now. Just about to reach 37,000 feet, level 370. On full aircraft control. Aircraft controls quite nicely. It's almost red anyway, so not bad that. Cruise, aircraft's leveling off, and at this point we can sit back, relax, and let the aircraft do its thing. Should be... hang on. Yeah, the title... Ooh, gosh, yeah. Let me quickly update the title of the stream. Is alright. Palermo, not Palmero, Palermo. So fixed there as well. Palermo, that's all fine, that's all fine. I stick I'm sure it's like Simwings in there, obviously not. Simwings Munich. Perfect, so cheers for that. Title and description now updated. This guy's everyday flying. I enjoy doing it, Murato. I enjoy doing it. I've always wanted to be a pilot, it's never happened, so well, I guess flight sim's as close as I'm ever gonna get. And I've seen this beautiful, trust me. You're not gonna get much closer than this, I don't think. Do you know anything about the whether Microsoft will include new aircraft or fix bugs at some airports? So they will fix the airport bugs. Doubt they'll do new aircraft, Dennis. I mean, the current aircraft not perfect yet. Still a lot of work to be done to fix those. And so, why would they release new aeroplanes when the current ones don't work yet? So they will constantly fix updates with airports when they do all their airport bugs and that kind of stuff. But the aircraft, I doubt we'll see too many new aircraft just yet. Any reason why I only use IVAO? Because I just only use IVAO, Derek. Simple enough. I feel like the A320neo is pretty much like... Yes, so that's kind of the spirit of it. So the Flyby A320neo team, they're kind of like the Zybo of Microsoft Flight Sim, where it's a free, upgraded, fresh, new fancy aeroplane, but for the old default model. How to IVAO to have other people in ATC? Well, I've done a tutorial on that if people are willing to check. Obviously not. Took me 2 seconds to Google it, and here's my tutorial on how to set up IVAO. You should try and save more money because someday become a pilot and accomplish your dreams. Not in the next 10 years. Not with COVID, and especially not with the job market at the moment. Things are not very balanced. Like I said, I'll likely do a what's it called? I'll likely do a private pilot's license at some stage. I'd very much like to do a PPL or an NPPL perhaps, so a bit cheaper. Or even an NPPL-M, which is like a microlight license, and again, much cheaper than go for a full PPL. But yeah, it's certainly not too bad that. Language of comes to English transformer. If you don't understand me, go to school. Can you explain some stuff on Instagram? We'll see, stupid. I generally don't go to Instagram DMs. Best way to get to me is on Discord. And on the channel, not DMs. I've got so many DMs now, I've kind of given up on that. I suggest looking at a Concorde taking over you at 700 knots faster at 60,000 feet. Well, to be fair, you wouldn't really see much of the Concorde as this whizzes past you overhead. Does the UK update just update, or do you have to download anything? So the UK update will have the base game update. So you go to, when you load the game, it will take you back to the Microsoft Store, which is going to do the update through that, and the launcher will do the blue bar update as it normally does. So that'll be the base game update, which fixes the ground spikes. So you guys have the massive spikes in the ground for no reason. That should be fixed next update. So that will fix that. A few other things as well. There's a changelog for that. So fix all of that. And then the UK update is like the Japan one, like the US one, which is an optional download in the marketplace. It'll be free to download off the marketplace, and that upgrades the entire scenery for both the UK and Ireland. Yeah, it's not just the UK guys updates, it's the UK and Ireland updates. You want to fly with Emirates when COVID ends? Good luck with that, AvGeek. I've not tried the Autoland feature yet. No, Paul. No, I haven't. I'm not sure though if that's on the dev version, or because I know that you talked about 320 Sim Pilot when he did his video on that. He's on the testing build, so I'm not sure if that's on the dev yet, or if that's still in testing and a future update coming soon. So I'm gonna fly this one by hand, almost certainly, and next time I'll likely do a proper check to make sure everything's there in place. But I know guys are talking about the Autoland. It does look good. It does look good. It's a case of make sure it works properly first before I show it on this channel. Last thing you want is for it to not work and you end up doing like a minus 700 feet per minute slam down into the runway. Have been far in Portugal, not in real life. No, I haven't. I've been in sim, but not in real life. What did see getting on IVAO today? So we had our Munich departure out, the entirety of that, and at the moment we have Palermo approach and Palermo tower, and potentially there's a scheduled Rome centre online as well. So it's a good chance to speak to Rome centre, but Palermo will definitely be talking to today. Right, well, so far so good. At flight level 370, seatbelt signs off, cabin crew doing their snacks and drinks. We've not actually looked at the itinerary yet. Let's see if there's anybody we recognise on board, any famous people, anybody we may recognise. Have a quick look down. Yeah, we're bumpy, a little bit turbulence there, but nothing too much to put the seatbelt sign just on yet. So far, don't recognise anybody. Right, that's, yeah, nobody famous in the airplane today. One thing I will ask, guys, how's the audio of the stream today? Can you hear the sim? Can you hear my voice on top of it? Was IVAO clear enough? So, earlier today, when I was doing my work lunch break, I spent about an hour just kind of balancing my audio and make sure that it was kind of better than it was before. Because I know one thing I've had before was that either the sim was too loud, or IVAO, the ATC voices was too... Sorry, IVAO, sim was too quiet, and ATC was too loud. So I've kind of spent today balancing all of that, finding the sweet spots, and hopefully it's all working out quite nicely. So I might do a few more tweaks. I'm spiking a little bit on the microphone there, so I might try and tone it down a bit. But how's the balance? Is it right? Is there still a bit off at the moment? Second meeting, I'm using the Thrustmaster Hotas Warthog. Vivek, using the Thrustmaster Hotas Warthog. Working in real life, I do marketing and social media. Marketing and social media for a company. How different is Volanta to SimTalkit Pro in terms of service? Does it have different features? Because it looks very similar. So the similar bit is the flight tracking, but that's kind of where the similarities kind of end. So they do track flights, they do log flights. But SimTalkit Pro is more of a flight planner, while Volanta is dedicated flight logger. So with Volanta, you can't do flight planning. Well, you can do very basic flight planning. It's not massive tuned yet. And yeah, responsible things. It's not quite tuned for flight planning. Maybe at this stage, maybe later it will be, but for now, it's not too bad. But it's a dedicated flight logger, while SimTalkit Pro adds a lot more flight planning features to the mix. Better than ever for you. Well, I'm glad you guys find this very is Philip Hoffman on board? I missed that one. Philip Hoffman. Oh yeah, there he is. Philip Hoffman. Well, I can imagine the real life Philip's a little bit older, but I think I have a picture of him. Yeah, died a couple of years ago, didn't he? That was quite a sad one. He did quite a few big films in his career. Yeah, Law and Order, Liberty. Long Day's Journey into Nights. He did a lot of big things. Boat That Rocked, yeah. And then there he is, 2016. So a couple of years before he died. Will food drink service stop if you toggle seatbelt sign? No, Johan. Well, 50-50. So if it gets bumpy and turbulence, then yes, the service will stop. But if it's minor turbulence as I put seatbelt sign on, then cabin crew will continue to put the service out. So it depends on how bumpy it is. Cabin crew then decide how it all goes. This is the experimental version. This is wicked. Experimental version. Whoa, that was a bit of a wind change there, wasn't it? was the whiplash out of the passengers on board. Voice is now 5 out of 5. So it was more of a 3 out of 4. Okay, well I'm glad that, yeah, seatbelt sign on. That's getting quite shaky now. Yeah, so before my voice and whole volume, that was a bit of a mess, but I've spent just an hour, sat down and did it all. Obviously the hour was well spent. Yeah, rest in peace for passengers who have concussions. We're just overflying Powder now. We go back to, whoops, go back to Volanta. Slowly, our flight plays on. There is one aircraft in front of us also flying to Palermo, trying to spot him on the IVAO settings. There he is. I think that's him. Yes, this is Dan 5800. Munich to Falcone Borsellino, and he's flying. Well, he's flying Alitalia colours, Alitalia 433. That's actually too far away from us at the moment. Have a look at the TCAS, which is going crazy today. A few airplanes around us, closest being about 12 miles to our, well, 12 miles and at 34,000 feet below us. When trying vertical interaction, PACX takes you to the interaction page at the beginning. Gives you an error message for vertical interaction you have to fix. Make sure you've got the English US language pack installed. Doesn't need to be primary, my primary is English UK, but make sure the English US is installed, that way the text-to-speech will work properly. That's one of the requirements of PACX. It's not, well, it's not documentation now, but it wasn't a couple of weeks ago. That English US is a requirement for PACX to take voice properly. Take care, G-Dog. Have a good one. Bye-bye. The cloud is slowly starting to break up now. The weather at Palermo is actually not too bad. There's a few showers, broken clouds at 3,500, but apart from that, it's just broken clouds. Much better than what we're dealing with at Munich earlier. Yes, Svit, I do use D787XC mod. Welcome back, Tom. Yeah, so far so good. Passengers are, 99% satisfaction. Can't blame that, can't fault that. Aircraft's looking very good at the moment. We'll turn off the seatbelts again. As the turbulence has now died down. Let's carry on the rest of our flights. Very pretty, this. Very pretty. In terms of our route today, as I'll show you on the map as well. So we fly down the leg of Italy, we cross over the water just to the south of Rome. Rome's about here. Cross south of Rome, make a right hand turn at Giano, and that starts our approach into to the airport. Runway 25, I believe it's on paper. I can just grab my flight plan again. Yeah, so it's runway 25 today at Palermo on the Giano 3 Bravo approach. We'll program that and we'll shoot into approach as soon as we're ready for that. Either we follow the approach path in, or they just vector us instead. I asked you questions there, pay attention. Not too bad, JPL, not too bad, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. Not sure if you've ever flown a fully fledged tropical storm yet, but that would be cool to see, even if it's artificially simulated, guessing a few lightning strikes. I'm not sure if FlyWeather does lightning yet. There was a time when, well, it used to do lightning. In clear weather it was pretty bad, but they fixed that bit now. I think we'll wait for a real tropical storm, wait for the proper live weather system to kick in, and when it's done, well, when we get live weather, then we'll do a proper flight through it, but for now we'll leave this as it is. Are there any requirements for pilot in IVAO? No, there's not, Kingslayer. As long as you've got X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Sim, P3D, FSX or FS 2004, then you can use IVAO ATC, no problem, as a pilot. Welcome Northern Coast from Germany, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, what's chats? How are you today? How are you today? I wonder if the London ORBX scenery will now be obsolete. I can imagine so, Paul, given that London now has photogrammetry and therefore all the buildings will be included that as defaults. So ORBX London no longer a requirement. How have you been streaming? We're streaming for 1 hour and 2 seconds at the moment. We've just hit an hour. Yep, flight at Palermo. They arrived at 8 o'clock, which is good to see. And so the guy in tower actually is going through a training session right now. But we've got Catania Centre, sorry, Rome Centre, well, Roma radar, which is down south, so Catania radar, into Palermo radar, and then Palermo tower. And they'll be online until at least 10 o'clock, so I've got 2 hours to get there. 2 hours to fix these guys. We need to about 51 minutes or so. Plenty of time to get there. Is the iPad fully functional? It's not fully functional, little Gustav, but it's certainly getting there. Yeah, look at the pages that do work. So dashboard page with your tracking map and weather information at departure and arrival airports. We have the dispatch page, which shows your aircraft's format and load sheet, which is your first page of sim brief. And then you've also got the ground page, which allows you to control your aircraft's doors and jetways and pushback and that kind of stuff. So, still growing, still early days, but it's not bad. It's really not that bad. I'm going to mute you again, Tom, because, well, actually I'm not going to mute you, but I'm going to say no, go back earlier to the stream, because you're just annoying copy and paste now. What's the flight up to 2 hours you'd recommend? Well, this flight's about 1 hour and 45 minutes, Avgeek, Munich to Palermo. I've been to Jakarta a few days ago, and it was rubbish weather, lightning, icing, and raining. Gosh, sounds like you had a blast out there, flight fan. What's your workaround? The aircraft will be able to follow a star. Aircraft that can't follow a star, I would say, well, plug it in anyway. So plug in your departure and arrival. But when it comes to hitting the star, fly on vectors. Follow the path, but vector it instead. So when you hit a certain waypoint, manually scroll the dial to wherever you need to go. It's not the easiest way of doing things, but well, it's either that or end up flying in random routes that nobody knows where you're going. Watching sunrise now at 30,000 feet over the New South Wales, South Australia border. Very nice, Kendall. Very nice. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. I see a few storm clouds in the distance over there. It's a blanket layer of clouds. A few storm cells underneath it. A few showers in the distance. So you can see here the way that the Microsoft lighting render system works. So you have a layer of cloud, which of course blocks sunlight, and then you have like bright white cloud, which slowly turns to grey as it goes underneath the shield. Because as light's hitting it, it refracts the light, it blocks the lights, and it covers it with the lower layer. So it's darker cloud, where the higher cloud kind of just blocks it. And so the whole light system in Microsoft Lighting is fantastic. Can't wait to see how the rest of it stand up in the future. Yep, a shelf cloud. Can you pick up frequencies from nearby aircraft or airports? What do you mean by that, Aubrey? I mean, right now we're on IVAO, which in terms of active frequencies, there's a few of them at the moment. So 30 miles away, we've got Lima India Pepper Echo, which is Bologna. After that, 187 miles away is Delta Zulu Oscar Centre, which is Zagreb Centre. We've got Rome approach, sorry, Naples approach, India Mike Foxtrot approach. So that's to learn. So where's that one then? Well, there's a few centres slowly coming in and out. Never changing scape. Always keep your web-by with you. What does it mean by broken clouds? So, well, if I look out the window again. So, to our left, this would be scattered clouds. So, there are 8 different levels of cloud. 0, which is clear. 1, 2, and 3, which are broken. 4, 5, which are... Sorry, 1, 2, 3, which is scattered. 4, 5, broken. 6, 7, 8 is... can't remember the name. I'm sure you guys will know it all. Basically, the scattered clouds is just light cloud, not much cloud, just light clouds scattered about everywhere. Broken cloud is almost full coverage, but broken. And full coverage over there, where it's just completely cloud covered. Greg, for the 199, thank you very much. One of the best in the biz, folks. How are you doing, sir? Not too bad, Greg. Not too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? Hopefully, you're keeping well. Yeah, so then we've got full cloud cover, which is over there, where it's just completely covered cloud, no visual of the sky. So it splits into 8 different groups, and it depends depends on how much blue you can see compared to how many clouds you can see. Can't see high at least. Can't watch today because you have an exam tomorrow. Have to go to sleep, so good luck with the flights. No worries, IJ. Good luck to you with the exam. As always, exams and life and school and work, always more important than flight sim, always more important than any thing. Focus on yourselves, come here for entertainment, but make sure that you do your proper stuff first. Don't come here if you've got anything busy to do. Who uses an i5-8400 flight sim? Not many people do, because I'm going to be honest with you. And again, I'm using an i7-6700 processor at the moment, which is not top spec, but it's enough to run it. It is running it without too many problems. Just installing 760 deliveries, and it's killing your PC. I can imagine that, Raphael. Your download's going to be full for a bit. I'm guessing you're using the Mega Pack to download all of that. Yes, Paul, I am using the latest NVIDIA drivers at the moment. Oh, actually, one more thing as well. The update tomorrow UK updates also will fix the grainy clouds issue. So the grainy clouds from tomorrow will be wiped out. Let me see if I can try and find the Microsoft Flight Simulator UK updates stuff. FlightSimulator.com. Somewhere there's like a sheet of all the things that have been fixed. Here we go, yes, there. So, one... that's, yeah, so, okay, so here is the bugs list. And tomorrow, it's World Update 3. So, tomorrow we're going to get spikes on terrain and mesh problems, so no more random spikes in the ground. And World Update 3, cloud textures pixelated and grainy, ongoing improvements, World Update 3. So, the terrain's no longer going to be problematic and lumpy, it's going to be much smoother, much nicer, and World Update 3 is going to fix the pixelated and grainy clouds. So hopefully, if it goes to plan, that will look rather good tomorrow. And then of course you've got the UK update, which covers the entirety of UK and Ireland with all new autogen. Yes, Delta, welcome back. How you doing? Good flights in America between 4 and 5 hours. Las Vegas to New York. Las Vegas to New York's a pretty good one. 6 hours can get you Newark to Las Vegas, which I did a couple of weeks ago. The cloud cover, as it gets less and less, starts to look a lot nicer for us today. Hopefully this weather will stay. Let's have a look at the weather in Palermo. How's that updating? So 109 millibars, sorry. 10 degrees up with 16 knots, so it's quite windy at the moment. Gonna be very careful for that. 14 centigrade, 2.11. Showers and rain at scattered down to 500. It's getting lower, the cloud. It's getting lower. It's not as bad as Munich. Dinner today, I had a pizza. I had an Asda pizza. At the top of Randy, the airport is now visible. That star right there is Lima India Charlie Juliet. Is Palermo. we'll probably go and plug in our arrival now, so that we just get that over and done with. We are today expecting the runway 25. That's Zulu. And Giano 3 Bravo. Okay, we've got 3 Lima, which got 4 Bravo. Let's have a look at that, shall we? So I'm moving my camera to a bit as well. Right, so we're looking at either a 3 Lima or a 4 Bravo for runway 25. There's the airport. 3 Lima comes in from the Giano Point, which is what we're looking at the moment, so yeah, in that case we'll be taking the 3 Lima. I mean, no Vias. Before we insert that, let's see what disaster the flight sim has put on the map for us. Gee, okay. Actually, no, hang on. So then, loop on in, that's fine. Oh yeah, what? I've actually done it properly for the first time in a long time. We come to Iblet, we followed the traffic pattern in, so if there's a queue of aircraft, we just join to the queue. And you approach into originally up there. Very nice. Actually done it properly for once. We'll also set the radio, which is not set yet, so we grab the frequency for that. TFDi frequency, which is I grab myself from Navgraph charts. Alright, localized charts, no problem with them, but the different styles in each country, that's 5,000, I remember that. Different styles in each country, just got to try and get the right info in. Lima, India, Charlie Juliet, 35 ILS Freak, let's see. The frequency for landing today is 109.5. 109.5. Perfect. Thank you, Flightpan database. So that's all in. We're golden for today. Thoughts on Flyby A380? I like it, David. I'm very excited for it. As soon as it comes out, definitely trying to use it day one. I've heard the name Lando Norris. I have had the name. It's American football, isn't he? How do you get the information bar at top screen? That's FlyLive Studio, Raphael. This is FlyLive Studio at the top. It's overlay for streaming, not something I can see myself. This is what I can see. I can see the sim. I've got PACX at the bottom. The overlays, that's all overlays. This is what FlyLive Studio looks like. So got your flight stats, got your flight information, about 50% of the way there to Palermo today. The overlay, you make yourself. Yes, the Maybach A380 will be a free add-on BFC. Welcome, Yavis, how you doing? Welcome to the channel to chats. How are you today? F1, sorry, no, you are right. Lando Norris is the F1 driver, you are right, sorry. I'm not a massive F1 person. I watch the races, but the teams, the drivers, they're teams and drivers. I watch the races, they're always pretty good. The last time I properly followed F1 was back when Robert Kubica was a driver. And that's before he retired the first time. He came back for a single season, then retired after that. But yeah, last time I properly followed F1 was during the Robert Kubica years. Yeah, T-Paul on Twitch, can see a chatter, and Snob25 is a great player, and how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. When are you going to Lagos? Not sure yet, Aubrey, not sure yet. Can you do tutorial flights? I've done plenty of tutorial flights, RD. Do you think there'll be any major glitch to the Flyby A380? Well, as with any dev product, you always get glitches and stuff in early access. It just comes down to when you're willing to wait for it. Yes, I have seen the Grosjean crash. Just down the Volanta, it's very good. I like it, Evan. It is a very nice set add on this. I close that guy's tracking. There you go. So right now we're at 37,000 feet. We're high and clear of the Italian landscape, and yeah, it's just overall so far so good. We're given a different runway departure. So initially it was 08 right. Winds change. 26 left was our departure. But apart from that, so far so good. The flight plan. Just over halfway. Restart our descent in just a couple of minutes at this stage. Oh yeah, we've got satisfied passenger right now. 95% satisfaction. So far so good. See near Rome, yes. So not too far from Rome at this point. We're flying directly over the airport, which is pretty good. Actually, try and spot some. Well, if it wasn't cloudy, we try and spot some traffic. But unfortunately, the weather right now, probably not going to see too much. Yes, we do fly virtually overhead the airports at Rome. There's Ciampano. How do you pronounce it? Rome. Ciampino. Rome Ciampino. Yes, Chris, I used SimBrief for my flight planning. Always use SimBrief. Always use SimBrief. So if you've got FlyLive, you won't get the info on the top screen. No, Raphael. Only for streaming do you get the overlay, because it's an overlay for streaming tools. You can use the main program itself. That's a separate window on the side. But everything else, that's streaming only. Welcome, Philip. How you doing? Welcome to channel to chats. How are you today? Hi there, new to the channel. YouTube is watching live. Great streams. No worries, Pilot PD. I'm glad you're here today. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel to chats. In real life, can you explain why you don't accept cap locks? What this means to you? Have a good day. Oh right, because if you're typing in block capital letters, it's just spam, so I just kind of bans that. Stop spamming capital letters. Do you think Navigraph is worthy? Well, Navigraph has always been the #1 tool for charts and updated navigation data. I personally don't use it, but as an add-on that one day I'm sure I will pick up, because, well, the ease of use of Navigraph charts are fantastic, so definitely want to pick up one day in the future. Why don't you use real time? Because everyone complains when I fly at night. It's either too dark or scenery is too bland. So I've decided to stop flying at night because everybody complains about it. Would you recommend a Ryzen 7 3700X with a GTX 16 Microsoft Flight Sim? Let's say I'm only on high to ultra graphics at the moment with 1660. So, yeah, you could do worse, Fraser. You could do worse. What's 757B3? Not sure yet, Raphael. Not sure. How does Sharpfox compare to Navigraph? It's not perfect, and it doesn't have every airport's charts, but it's open source and uses online freely available charts. So, for example, if I were to search for, I don't know, Lappeenranta from Finland, so you've got some airports, not always the most full charts. Let's have a look at, I don't know, EPRZ Rzeszów in Poland. You got your basic charts, different localized sources and all that kind of stuff, and it does a basic job. It does a basic job, and it can do it all right. Do we have this is Northolt, is it? This is, yeah, this is Northolt. So you see, you've got SIDS, no stars for Northolt. So I can tell you, Northolt probably does have a few stars. Echo, Golf Whiskey, Luton. So it's not a bad tool. It's not perfect, but it's not a bad little tool. This. For a free add-on, you can't really fuss, can you? You know the scenery is bad, but the approach to the airports must be beautiful at nights. Depends where you fly, Delta. It really depends where you fly. Do you know how to get the 757 chance? Not sure yet, Kieran. It's not even out yet, so I don't know how you can get it if it's not released. You can get the A320 off of Megapack. That's the only real first release at the moment. CJ will cost €42. Interesting. Last I had was going to be €18. But is 42 the confirmed price, is it, Didikins? They're just charts, Spal. Doesn't matter what network you fly on. You need VATS and accounts, but honestly, I'm on IVAO right now. I'm using the charts, no problem. Do you look at the star and? Yes, I do, Lewis. Yes, I do. Standard arrival time, standard departure time. That's still talking about. Standard arrival, standard departure. When the 737 releases, will have winglets or not? Not sure about the Megapack 737. The PMDG 737, I believe, gives you a mix of both. So you have to get winglets or non-winglets. They give you the different options, PMDG generally. Is it true that life in London's very hectic? Not sure about that, Diego. I mean, I live in London all my life, and most of my life's particularly hectic. And what are you doing, really? You bought the Premium Deluxe Microsoft Flight Sim and it was standard when you saw it. Oh right, so go to the downloads manager, Kieran, and download the Deluxe and Premium Deluxe stuff. So you need to download them as part of the content manager of Microsoft Flight Sim. You go to your profile, go to content manager, and then download the different versions on top. We're talking about our descent in a couple of minutes. Navgeek's spamming again, is he? Have a quick look. Yeah, I'm going to mute him now. It's, let's say, all he ever does is request flights or copy and paste, copy and paste. Do you need a navgraph to screen SimBrief? No, you don't, Chris. No, you don't. Like I say, I don't have navgraph, and I use SimBrief for all of my flights. So, yeah, not a problem. Welcome, Jessica. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome, Paul. How you doing? How from the airports? We are. Where's that from here? Distance 271 miles from the airports. 271 miles to go. Welcome, Abdul. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chat. How are you today? GG Batgirl with the £5 there. Thank you very much. You're a star. Thank you very much for watching the channel. How you doing, Batgirl? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? Spaghetti. Nice, Lucas. Mech landing, was it, Jashef? I'm sure you're fine. I'm sure you're fine. Not a problem. Forget the naysayers. Fly in the dark. To be fair, I prefer daytime flying anyway, but I'm sure we'll do more nighttime flights at some stage in the future. Even if it is like 50 dislikes and comments talk about saying too dark all the time. How do you plan to get their flight numbers for flights? So flight numbers are designated by the airline depending on the route. So for example, whenever I go to Poland every year from London Stansted to Rzeszów, that is FR 2176, sorry, 2136 on the outbound and 2137 on the return back to London. So the first two letters, so Lufthansa is LH, Lima Hotel, Ryanair is Foxtrot Romeo, FR, EasyJet UK is U2, Uniform 2. So the first two letters are an IATO code that's designated to each airline individually, and then you can have up to 4 numbers, and that's your route number from A to B. So letters are airline code, the numbers are randomly generated for that specific route. So BA1 was always Heathrow to JFK. So any flight from Heathrow to JFK at whatever time it is will be BA1. And so it's a weekly flight, well, a daily flight number that can repeat for a certain route on a certain time of day. You want to ask, where the approach is 180 degree turn. How do I manage the localizer and approach mode? Well, localizers and approach don't quite work at the moment, such as shift and the ILSs, so on those occasions you either vector yourself in or let the aircraft flight on its own with autopilots. Where are we cruising? We're cruising at flight level 370, Captain SF, flight level 370. How often do you eat Italian foods? Whenever, really. It's like a set amount of time I eat Italian food. I do enjoy a nice pasta meal. I enjoy to do pizza from time to time. Do you think it's a good thing to check out the 744 and CRJ because they will be better? Not sure me about that, Raphael. Which 744 and CRJ are you talking about? In that update, will they fix the frozen issue? No, Diego. Next update will fix the spiking issue. Got my monitor there. That's just the dirty window in the sim. They'll fix the spiking issue, and they'll fix the grainy clouds next update tomorrow, as well as Duke update. Longest flights in flight sim. So back in X-Plane, I flew the Magnite 787 from London Heathrow to Perth in Australia. So Magnite 787 in Qantas colours took us 18 hours from London to Perth. Then did a 30-minute turnaround, and then flew from Perth to Melbourne, which was another 3.5 hours. So both flights, plus turnaround, plus the setup time, plus shutdown time, we were flying for about 22.5 hours, 23 hours. It was a long stream that, but well worth it. Did a charity stream, raised a lot of money, and can't fault it really. Yes, Chris, that's ice. That is ice. Yes, Raphael, tomorrow will be the updates. Note, Karthik, I will not be using the 737. The one that's on Sim Market is terrible. And nothing but a scam, a cash grab. I've heard of FS Playground. I use FlyLive Studio myself. And FlyLive Studio comes out in the next week or two. How many gigabytes? How many gigabytes for what, Raphael? Oh, so I was updates. Not sure yet. We won't know until it actually comes out, Raphael. Won't know until it comes out. Chicago Mexico City? Maybe one day, Flight Fan. Maybe one day. I have a look at the ATC mapping. The ETA is takes another 42 minutes or so. We have got enter on 128.8. As soon as we enter the airspace, machine frequency, and then we'll get contacting. When will you land? Well, there's an expected arrival at the bottom of the screen there. There's an ETA at the top. 41 minutes. No camera mod FS Flyer. No camera mod. All cameras are default in the sim. Would you do another 20 plus hour flight? Not sure, Joshua. It was a long stream that. I regretted it the next day. Very tired, so we'll see. We'll see. Why do people make bad planes? Oh, because it's easy money, Josh. It's easy money. People want 737, so you release any old rubbish and you make a lot of money from it. Short answer. Give me a second to let this background, 2 seconds. I see what's causing the glitches now. See if that improves the background a bit. Which flight I'm going for? I'm going for the MSI card, Barry. Had your day FMS data from Navgraph from Explain is it easy? Not sure, officer. Never used Navgraph. One day I will, but at the moment, not yet. Any ideas why the A320 doesn't work on GitHub? Because you now use the installer for it, Raphael. The GitHub thing was retired months ago for their all-new installer. I'm from Dubai to Madrid. Gosh, you enjoy that, Oliver. I I've done a couple of flights to Dubai in Microsoft Flight Sim. Did 2 flights from London to Dubai. Also did a flight a couple of weeks ago from Munich to Abu Dhabi, which is just next door. So it's a good route. It's a good route. Did get quite a lot of fun scenery on that bit. When F1 comes back, going to fly from race to race Ferrari colours. Ooh, you enjoyed that flight, fan. They're quite a good few couple of routes on that. I take it you're a Ferrari fan then. We're going to start our descent probably in a couple of minutes. 37,000 feet, so 369, 7, 14, 21, 109, 10, 11, 111 miles. Top of descent. 111 miles. I've not tried Skypark Pilot Peely, but I have seen it. It does look rather good. It does look rather good. Not my cup of tea, but highly recommended for people who do like their challenges and cargo flights. Why is it so hard to find a flight with good scenery, which is 2 hours long? Any suggestions? Well, what kind of scenery are you looking for, Shift? I mean, Munich to Palermo is pretty good. That's about 1 hour 45 minutes, and the scenery at Palermo is pretty good. Well, we'll see in a couple of minutes when we land. Watching our altitude there. The aircraft's taking a bit of a dip. Not quite sure why. Just get back up there. 370, please. Thank you. Next flight will be in Australia, Angel. We can fly from Australia to Tasmania. It's contacts Roma Centre, and let's say hello.
Hello there, Radar. Alitalia 433, with you at flight level 350.
Good evening, Alitalia 433, radar contact. Proceed to Jano 3 Lima arrival, expected S0 running 25.
Wait for him to reply.
Jano, expect ILS 25. Alitalia 433.
Correct, Jano 3 Lima, Sonata arrival.
Jano 3 Lima arrival.
Hello there, Roma Centre. This is Lufthansa 1914 at flight level 370 in Bangiano.
Good evening, Lufthansa 1914, room identify. Expect Jano 3 Lima arrival for the LS0 runway 25.
Expect the Jano 3 Lima approach for runway 25, Lufthansa 1914. So, Jano 3 Lima we've been given. No difference to what we've plugged in.
Roma radar, ready for descent.
Oh no, it's not perfect. So Jano 3 Lima for runway 25. That's perfect.
Descent 230, Palermo 950.
We did Kai Tak a couple of weeks ago, so probably give it a couple of weeks to Hong Kong again. But we have done Hong Kong. We've done both Chet Platcock and Kai Tak as of recent. What I use to edit, I use VSDC video editor. Next up, VSDC. No, Angel, I will never go to Dominican Republic. That's what you're waiting for. Yes, friends, I use a joystick. I use the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. 747, where, Butter? Next flights will be Australia, I'll be flying the A320. Not sure about the afternoon flights yet, that'll have to wait and see. And then the Sunday flights, I'll be flying the 787 from Melbourne or Sydney. I need to check the routing first. One of those to Tokyo should be pretty good. So this weekend we'll fly A320, 787, and then probably another 320 flight somewhere in Europe. Right, you know for IVAO, when you select receive only, where do you type in, where do you type tower? You just type it into the main chat. So, hello smiley face, press send and you send it through there. Is it true that the 777X is passing extreme cold test? I believe so, Diego, yes. They are currently doing the extreme cold test at the moment in, I think it's Equilet, but I need to double check that exactly. But they are doing cold tests at the moment, yes. No new aircraft tomorrow, officer. No new aircraft. New scenery, but no aircrafts. Your 787 still crashes desktop at night. Can't wait for the quality wings. I'm not a problem with 787 crashing its desktop. Not yet a problem with that. I've had the sim crash on me, but not the 787. Why are 787 deliveries kind of mirrored? Because it's how the model's been built, Ben. So you built half a model, you then copy that side, paste it on that side, and then when it comes to the deliveries, because that's same as that, left the same as right, you just mirror text on both sides. Just how the model's been built. Build half an aeroplane and then mirror it. Why did Boeing 748 fail? It didn't really fail, Butter. Didn't get much of a commercial passenger route, but as a cargo plane, it's done pretty well, still having orders to be fulfilled. At the end of the day, it's just too late for the 4 engines and object planes. Nobody wants them. The A380 is also end of its life as well. Does it automatically add your call sign? For what, Kingslayer? For what? Oh yes, call sign. Yes it does, Kingslayer. Yes it does. Yes it does add your call sign.
Holiday 127, Roma, very good evening, identify, climb flight level 270.
Flying on IVAO, Alan. Not that sim, we're flying on IVAO. How do you have tablet on side? The A320neo experimental version. In this, so using the experimental version. Also works on Dev or experimental, both have the tablet on the left. So it's a nice little extra. Any tips on taxiing? Can't play without taxi ribbons enabled, so you have no idea where to go. Play myself last a couple of weeks. So, at airports you can... Hang on. Nice. So, at airports you'll see the... a little yellow placard by the name of your taxiway, and that is the taxiway designation, it's the letter. So, follow those to the runway. Tower will guide you the taxiway you need to take to get to your certain runway. Again, with anything, takes a bit of practice. Just takes bit of practice. Yes, you are right, Baskar. The VATS in question never gets sold. Every 5 minutes, someone has to ask. It's very boring, that. Is the actually cockpit too blue, just me? Well, Farbar are doing a new texture updates for it, FS Sim. There will also be upgraded textures for the 320 cockpits. It's a case of waiting for them to release it. Off the floodlighting, no longer really need it. We'll request us the descent in a couple of moments. Hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves down soon. Tons of progress, so far so good. We are now 82% of the way there. 82%.
Alitalia 443, descent rate level 170. Flight level 170, Alitalia 433.
Is it true that the 757 is the max version? Probably not, Butter. Probably not. You'll have 797, which replaces it, but 757 is not coming back. I'm not quite sure what your sources are, but your sources are generally pretty bad. So you can taxi, go to JFK. Well, we're mid-flight right now, game man. We are mid-flights. Coca-Cola or Fanta? Fanta. And again, I was more of a Pepsi person than Coca-Cola. Lufthansa 1914 is requesting descent instruction.
Lufthansa 1914, descent is level 210.
Level 210 for Lufthansa 1914. Right, down to 21,000 feet.
Proceed direct Papa Alpha Lima, climb flight level 270.
270 to Papa Alpha Lima, Alpine 81 X-Ray Lima.
The plane right now is just off the coast of Italy, in the Tyrrhenian Sea. Tyrrhenian Sea, just north of Isle of Sicily. Is it possible you summon flights in Simbrief? I believe so, Paul. There is a way you can do so. Where is it? Simbrief. On Firefox, since that's what I use. Simbrief font. Yes, Volanta does work with IVAO. Volanta works no problem with IVAO. You can just map settings and change it from VATSIM to IVAO.
Lufthansa 19147, flight level 190.
Level 190 Lufthansa 1914. Down to 19,000 feet. 190.
Roma Tower, service 443 with you.
Tower, service 443, Roma, very good evening. Proceed as file.
Proceed as file 443.
Where is it? Database. I'm sure Simbrief used to have some sort of like most recent flight plans thing. Obviously not. Sure they had it. Sure they had it. Oh well. What's this? So latest flight. Oh yeah, there we go. So on the Simbrief homepage, you can just click on latest flight plan, view flight plan, and there you go. That's
443 Roma.
This person's flight plan here for Oita to Tokyo.
Delicate wake arrival for the localizer approach runway 28.
They do 2 echo arrival for localizer approach runway 28 443.
Panorama 950 descend via start to 5,000 feet, FNH 10.
Ah, he's Jetson Pilot. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Yes, Ken, set your Simbrief's name to someone else's MCDU and their flight plan. Yes, you are right as well there. He's Jetson Pilot's actually a pretty good shout, that. So, either the settings, you can input your username to that, or head over into company and input your username into that as well. Good shout, that. Really good shout. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Let's pull our arrival information now. So we'll go for weather request, send that, and wait for the printout to arrive. Well, we've got our approach set up, we've got our frequency set up. We're on approach now, so they'll be going into the airports. Just a case of plugging in the performance information for landing. Which version includes the tablet? Development or custom? Both of them at Extric. Dev version and experimental both includes the tablets. We'll print out new information, go to performance page, and we'll start programming our approach phase in.
Alpha Charlie 192 Roma.
Right, so right now we're looking at 2013 knot winds, plus visibility, still raining, let's get the clouds at 2,500. Broke clouds 060, 40 degrees centigrade, dew point 11 with QNH 1008. Plug that all in, 1008, temperature is 14 centigrade, winds 20013. Position altitude was 5,000, according to the charts. And decision height, we could grab that. Decision height is...
Sorrento 1 Yankee, ILS X-ray runway 24.
Roger, correct. Sorrento 1 Yankee. Alpha Charlie 1.
That's 1914, descent flight level 170.
Hang on. Is that for us? Am I missed the comms there? No, it wasn't. Okay. Decision. This one, need nav graph Drawyah.
Climb flight level 320.
Climb 230, flight team 0216.
Lufthansa 1914, clear Jano 3 arrival, contact 120.2.
120.2 for Lufthansa 1914, thank you very much. So we're going to contact approach now, 120.2. It's going too far there. It's new clicky scrolly mode. So much easier. So let's wait for that to load up. both gap and chat, and then we'll get ourselves on frequency.
Number 1, finish 1008, contact tower 119050. Ciao.
See you outside on.
1905, Spanish 25 kilo, finish 1008.
Hello there, Palermo approach. This is Lufthansa 1914, inbound Giano, flight level 190.
Alitalia 43. Roger.
540. Cheers, hello. Much appreciated. So put 500 into that. Right. All plugged in. Hello there, Palermo approach. Lufthansa 1914 is at inbound Giano, flight level 190 holding.
Good evening, Lufthansa 1914 Palermo. Radar contact. Clear the Giano 3 Lima standard arrival. Expect ILS Zulu 25. Descent flight level 90.
Descent flight level 90 and expect runway 25 at Palermo Lufthansa 1914. Continue our descent. We've plugged in our approach. We've got our approach speeds as well. Reference those down. So V approach 123, landing speed of 118.
Please expedite your speed.
Well, that sounds coming a bit too fast, a bit too low there.
Alitalia 728, contact room 1288. Ciao.
128. 128.8, Alitalia 728.
Have you been to Malta before? Not in real life friends plays, but I have flown in flight sim before. It's a very pretty little island. I'd like to go one day. I'd very much like to visit Malta. It's Palermo, not Palmyra. See, I don't know why I keep saying Palmyra. It's Palermo. Palermo. Blah, blah, blah. Catania or Catania? That one I do know is Catania. Not too bad, Arb. Not too bad.
Lufthansa 1914, stop descent flight level 160 if possible.
We'll stop our descents at 160 now for you, Lufthansa 1914.
Thank you so much for cooperation.
Not when we have hold a descent there. Presumably just trying to sort out the what's it called? The spacing in. This is IVAO, Mac, not Vatson. This is IVAO. Have you been to Portugal in real life? No, I haven't. Zabretto? No, I have not. I'd love to go one day, but again, not the COVID at the moment. Cancelled 2 trips to Spain last year. Should have gone to Mallorca, should have gone to Malaga. Both trips cancelled due to COVID. I do marketing social media, Pilot Peely. Do marketing social media as a day job. Yetting Slate, choose any flight number for IVAO, as long as your flight plan matches up your call sign.
Alitalia 433, continue descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1008, transition level 65.
Down to 5,000 feet, QNH 1008, transition 6,500 at 54.
India Sierra Romeo 1, turn left heading 220, cleared ILS Zulu 25, report established.
How come you show YouTube today? I'm streaming on YouTube right now, Otech. You're on both IVAO and YouTube. They're doing for a joystick on Amazon, but they're out of stock. Do you have any ideas where you can get for a nice cheap joystick, maybe £50? Not sure, friends players, especially not at that price. I can imagine they've all gone pretty quickly sold out. Flight sticks have never been so in demand. Thanks for Flight Sim. Welcome, Bastelli, how you doing from Italy? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. How are you today? I use the 787XC mod, Arb. 787XC.
Lufthansa 1914, thank you for cooperation. Continue descent, flight level 80.
Continue descent down to 80 for Lufthansa 1914. So continue our descent now. Let's follow the rest of our star down. And I'm going to stick there, try and not Watch this aircraft nosedive. It follows constraints well, the A320neo, but sometimes it does scare me. Sometimes it does give me a heart attack, this.
Climb 5,000 feet.
Down to 8,000 for Iblets. And it's kind of a slowish descent down the start, and arriving on 25 into Palermo. Are you going to consider VR in the future? We'll see, Nazarene. We'll see. My brother's headset, I don't. Maybe one day for the future. Could look rather good. What's the difference between Autopilot 1 and Autopilot 2? Different servos, Zebretto. So one follows the left-hand side displays and FMS. Autopilot 2 follows the right-hand side FMS and displays. So it's kind of like a backup. Two different servers, two different computers running autopilots. And in the case of an auto landing Cat 3 weather, you can have both autopilots active, and they will. With an auto land Cat 3 weather, with the weather and winds pretty heavy, so two servos that can work together for landing. You can never get Derek's 2 to work 747. You have the same issues as Drawyah. Actually, I don't know about 747. The 747 I've never got working. The 787 I surprisingly did get working one time. When I was flying into Munich 2 weeks ago on the arrival, the what's it called? The approach into Munich from Abu Dhabi, we managed to get ourselves onto a direct approach directly towards the star there. I don't think it works in the 7.8, but 7.8 seems it does work. 7.4, not 100% sure yet. Going to pop open FlightControlReplay, get the replay tool in the background ready to go. Sure, we get quite a nice landing out of this. So about 1 week to go now, FlightControlReplay. 1 week to go until release. Got Catania, not Catania, sorry, Sicily, just in the background over there. Watching lights, that's going to be aircraft that's moving. The airport should be right about there. You see the two runways. There's the airport. Landing in approximately 17 minutes. Game man, 17 minutes. Soon going to pass through 10,000 feet. We've reduced speed to 220 knots, letting the aircraft do that automatically for us today. We'll get the tower on standby, so as soon as we connect to them, will just be an easy tune in, which is 119.050.
Alfa Sierra Roma 1, mi conferma stabile.
So as soon as we're hitting tower, press the button, tune in and go.
Ok, mantieni la velocità più alta che puoi fino alle 4 miglia e puoi contattare la torre 1.
Probably geography school, geography at college. Geography at college. Yes, icing Microsoft Flight Sim is exaggerated. If I had dev mode turned on, I'd remove the icing, but because I'm dumb enough to have it turned off right now, I can't remove the icing, so it is what it is. On the landing lights on now, since we're just about to reach 10,000. Snaking around the star as we speak. No. Vesuvius is nowhere near here, Diego. So we're landing in, or approaching Palermo right now. You have got Mount Etna, which is to the north of Catania. That's Vesuvius, that's all the way over in, not Rome, it's in Naples. Naples, Pompeii, somewhere.
Down to 3,500 feet to land through. We'll report established. Maintain 433.
Lufthansa 1914, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1008, transition level 65.
QNH 1008, down to 5,000, transition altitude 05 Lufthansa 1914. Just spotted an aircraft down below. Where is he? Someone who's also... There he is. So an aircraft just on short final now, landing very shortly. Transition 6... Oh yeah, I said 0565. As long as down at 5,000 by the end of descent, that's all that matters. On the landing systems as well, get those on 1 and 2. Flaps 1. How do you want to connect to ATC?
Palermo, buonasera, quality.
You either have the IVAO WebEye, which shows you your position in terms of the different approaches in,
Quality 127, buonasera,
or
radar
you wait for Tower to contact you directly saying tune frequency at XYZ and they'll send you over.
Descent, flight level 80.
Yes, Marco, I have been to Italy. I've been to Venice and Venezia, I've been to Milan, I've been to Bergamo, I've been to Catania. Not been to Rome. I'd love to go to Rome one day. But, yeah, same for the future. We've been on the Heathrow Tower all day, have you, Will? Very nice. You're controlling on the events in a couple of weeks, the Heathrow online all day events. Hopefully I'll be one of the 5 PM departures. Should be rather good, that's. Flying Scandinavian flights to Copenhagen. Another flashing lights, there's another aircraft coming in later. Have you ever faced a TCAS situation, traffic? Yes, Armin. That was on my last stream actually I did on the A321 EasyJet colours. Yes, it was EasyJet. We had a troll on stream who basically set off the TCAS alarm throughout the entire thing, so that was a slight pain. But yes, we have had it before.
Continue descent 3,500 feet. Proceed to Lavru. Via Lavru, cleared. ILS Zulu approach, runway 25. Report established.
Down to 3,500 and go to Lavru, and all reports when established for Lufthansa 1914. We're going to fly direct to Lavru now. Grand turn. Report when established, switch to tower, and bring the aircraft in for a landing.
Danish 25 Foxtrot Kilo, are you able to fly direct Bibu then Lavru?
Very pretty approach this. Very pretty approach.
Roger, expect direct Bibu in 30 seconds.
Roger. Alitalia 433 is established.
Alitalia 433, continue the approach, 10 miles to run, QNH 1008, contact tower 119050.
Continue approach, 10 miles to landing, contact tower 119.050.
Yes, let's race you in cruising IVAO. Depends if there's controller, King. If there is, yes. If there's not, Unicom. Depends if there's a centre online or not. Try and get the aircraft make a bit of a left-hand turn now. Since it's not quite heading for the well, not quite heading for Lavru, not quite heading for the intercept on the localizer, so we'll kind of just force that, get ourselves established, and bring it into land hopefully within a couple of minutes. He's down to 180 knots. We'll probably drop to the second stage of flaps. 15, yeah, it's flaps 2.
Palermo, buonasera, Alpine 81 X-ray Lima, descending flight level 140, Charlie Juliet 426, speed 260 knots.
That's the brakes to medium. Arm the spoilers. There's some issue with the runway. We're using a mod for the airport's cargo. I'm not using default Palermo, we're using a freeware add-on off FlightControlReplay 2. Yes, Eric, this is a real gun ATC. We'll be speaking to them shortly when we establish ourselves onto the Localizer. We're also waiting for that central diamonds to align now. Just waiting for that to align. As soon as it does, back onto AP.
Level 140 for the moment.
Roger, 140, Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
Localizer sets. Approach mode sets.
25 is now non-news. The runway for the landing is now runway 20.
Ah, they changed the runway. Okay. Lufthansa 1914 is just established for runway 25. Would you like us to realign for 20, or would you be happy for us to continue at 25?
Roger, sir, for the moment, continue to 5, remain in my frequency, expect go around.
Roger that, continue to 5 and expect to go around, monitor frequency for Lufthansa 1914. Right, okay, so we'll continue the approach in for now, but depending on the weather, depending on the winds, they may tell us to go around, try the other side. If I grab a quick check of the winds, it is currently 30 knots to 200, so yeah, runway 20 is the appropriate runway for this. Ends the winds at the moment. This plane crashed, has it, on 25, okay. I'll definitely keep an eye on that one. That story.
Palermo, quality 127.
How do you want to run the sim? IVAO. Heroic?
The runway news now is 20. Expect direct color, descent 5,000 feet. Expecting direct color and descent to 5,000.
Why did you never land at Pisa? Because I've never been to Pisa in flight sim before, Alessandro. Nothing particular.
Alpine 81 X-ray Lima, maintain present heading.
Present heading, Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
Passing 2,500. We'll leave it at 3,500 go around.
Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
Maps for gear down.
Runway 20 and radar vector for LS runway 20. Track miles 40.
Roger, vectoring ILS Zulu runway 20, Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
Lufthansa 1914, go around, say again, go around, follow standard miss, climb 3,000 feet.
Go around, climb 3,000 Lufthansa 1914. Okay, gear up again, let's
Damage to 5, Foxtrot Kilo, continue the approach, expect to go around.
Laps 1, laps up.
Maintain 5,000, thank you.
Pushing the speed there a little bit. Red for my liking.
Proceed to color, via color, clear, ILS Zulu approach, runway 20, report established. Clear to color and after color, clear ILS 20, report established, 21%.
Yeah, now it's going around as well. Make sure passengers are aware that we've had to go around due to traffic. So, where is it? Delay, reason go around, length, 10 minutes.
Alpine 81 X-ray Lima, descent flight level 80.
80, Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
We'll program our approach in from runway, well, we'll probably get vectors in now, so if I can grab the frequency from runway 02, at least get that over and done with. So ILS 20, is 110.55. 110.55.
Lufthansa 1914, are you able to performing SALAP 1 Victor standard arrival?
Lufthansa 1914 standby. SALAP, let's have a look. Lufthansa 1914, we can form SALAP 1 Victor arrival for you.
Roger, Lufthansa 1914, climb flight level 80, proceed to SALAP, cleared SALAP 1 Victor standard arrival, expect ILS Zulu runway 20.
Proceed to SALAP and climb to 8000, and for the SALAP 1 Victor arrival, expect runway 20 for Lufthansa 1914. Right, okay, so we'll fly to, where are you? This is one of the fun bit where the FMS starts kind of screwing us over, is it? And map, it's not too bad. Getting worse.
Alpine 81 X-ray Lima, turn left heading 020.
Left 020, Alpine 8
Thank you there, Ben, for the 290. Thank you very much.
Right, sorry,
Love Tunesbro. Glad you joined the watch. Thank you very much. Just the heading mode.
Well, Roger, we are now
Let's
turning
continue
right
the,
heading 020, Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
continue the climbing out again.
Danish to 5 Foxtrot Kilo, maintain present heading for the moment, thank you.
Maintain present heading, confirm 250 heading, sir. Maintain 250
heading.
So close, yet so far. Goodbye, Palermo. We'll be back with you again soon. Start the replay. We'll continue the replay again when we come back around again. Oh, go around's happen, Dead Sandro. Go around's happen. As long as you're following tower and you can do what you need to do. Just a case of walk tower, get yourself in safely.
5,000 feet, QNH 1009, transition level 65.
5,1009.
That stands out to above 6,500.
Danish 25 Foxtrot Kilo, expect SALAP 1 Victor.
10 miles to SALAP. Oops. Fair enough. 10 miles to SALAP, make a right turn, follow the approach, and bring it into land. On the bright side, the ice has melted. We did fly low enough. The ice has melted. We've got more of a clear plane this time. Over there, got another aircraft coming on approach. As for Volanta, yeah, you can see our fast approach in. Clear that fast approach in. Had to go around, loop around, coming in, approach the other side.
Left heading 020, Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to increase our speed up to 250.
Palermo, buonasera, Italia 047.
At the very least, try to get this fast one go arounds to go a bit quicker. What kind of buzz Lufthansa's tail? I'm not sure, if I'm honest with you, Diego. I guess a Phoenix, but I'm not entirely sure.
Descent, flight level 90.
Scendo, fa il volo 090, pista 20, Giano 2 Mike 047.
Alpine 81 X-ray Lima.
GG Betco there, thank you for the £5. Much. You want Jared t-shirts and key rings. Maybe one day. We'll have to see. You guys really want t-shirts. You guys are that desperate. Ben Nev, the 199, thank you very much. Make a butter landing for you right now. Well, we got to we'll come back around again, Ben.
Lufthansa 1914, proceed direct Charlie Juliet 457.
Charlie Juliet 457. Proceed direct to Charlie Juliet 457 for Lufthansa 1914.
Danish 254 Kilam, proceed to Salop, cleared Salop 1 Victor Sun arrival, expect ILS Zulu, runway 20.
What have I done wrong there?
Salop 1 Victor, expect ILS.
What was that? Charlie Juliet. Yeah, I'm an idiot, I've just actually gone and cleared that. Charlie Juliet 57. Thank you, streaming fur. Have I ruined it? I have. Yes, Drawyah, you're an idiot. Charlie Juliet 457. There it is. There. Oh, at the very least, we get to enjoy the sunset scene behind us again. Could be worse. Could be worse. Is a crane there, Eric? Oh, thank you very much. Do I have Samsung S20? Nope, I've just got an Oppo Reno Z.
Lufthansa 1914, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1009, transition level 65.
Down to 5,000 feet, QNH 1009, transition 065 for Lufthansa 1914. So we'll put the speed management back on the aircraft again. We'll let that take care of everything. Down to 5,000. And get ourselves ready for our second approach in. Yeah, the privilege to fly Lufthansa. Do this Lufthansa flight on jump seat. Ooh, very nice, Mikolas. What was the occasion? What was the luck? A little bit of spoilers in, just slow down. Where's this for descents? Aircraft down to 5,000. Ah, Hyper, it's been a while, man. How are you doing? How's the A320neo behaving lately? It's been rather good, Hyper. Has been rather good. The tablet's looking fantastic. The functionality in the system's very, very good. It's getting there, Hyper. It's getting there. No, Heroic, I'm not a real-life pilot. I'm not a pilot. How's the aircraft automatically changing speed? It's all down to the FMS. Managed to install that. All down to the aircraft systems.
No. Scusa, l'ho sbagliato io. Climb to 4,000 feet and at 4,000 feet turn
so translation attitude when you change on the pressure standard, correct. Correct, game man. Translation attitude when you change from local altimeter to standard altimeter, correct. What's going on with the 737 MAX add-on? Well, it's lazy assets slapped together to look like 737. I highly do not recommend it, so I'm not touching it. And I recommend you don't touch it either. How do you enable auto landing?
1105.
Well, make sure you got your frequencies input correctly into the FMS, and then it's a case of using the localizer and approach system to guide into the airport after that. I just answered your question, Heroic. Pay attention. See device section. Oh, right, about your DirectX and system configs. Do you like to head in airports? Well, the airports I've been to Milan. I've been to all three Milan, so Bergamo, Linate, and Malpensa. I've been to Venice. I've been to Catania airports, and yeah, they're all right. Got no complaints. Catania's pretty good.
Lufthansa 1914. Turn right. Direct color, via color, cleared, ILS Zulu approach, runway 20. Report established.
Right turn, direct color, and we'll stay established Lufthansa 1914. Right, so if I can right turn now, that's one. Hopefully get ourselves a landing, second time's charm.
Palermo, Danish 1835.
Soon.
Buonasera, Danish 1835, Palermo, radar contact.
Speed brakes at medium at the moment. I am at speed brakes at medium.
Cleared, Salap, 1 Victor, Sun arrival.
This is the experimental version, Nicholas. This is experimental version. 11 off at 5,000. I feel like we're maybe a bit high at this point.
7, proceed to Salap, cleared Salap, 1
Time will tell with that.
arrival, expect ALS Zulu, runway 20.
Salap, 1 Victor arrival, expect ALS Zulu 20, quality.
Actually, no, you're miles away from the airport. We've got plenty of time.
Alitalia 047, descent, flight level 70.
Livello 070 di fare 04.
Probably not, David. Weather's absolutely perfect for hand flying today. I think we'll hand fly this aircraft with no issues whatsoever.
Nessun problema, grazie.
We're 20 miles now from the airport.
Kilo after Charlie Juliet
Soon, I've got ourselves
7, proceed to color
on an instep to the runway.
Clear LS Zulu.
Make a manual heading to 170 at the very least. That was onto the localizer. In fact, we'll get ourselves established within a couple of moments. Got horizontal diamonds. We lime. Try and remember that lime. How do you relate to you? It's a real person speaking to your left. It's not real ATC. It's a real person in flight sim doing ATC using the IVAO network. Cheers, you kids. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the flying today. We did have a go around, Pascal. We did have a go around, so we're going to be slightly behind schedule. Blame the aircraft that crashed on a short final earlier today.
Quality 127, climb.
Localizer sets.
Climb 5,000,
At 5,000. Very shortly, we'll turn on the approach mode and bring the aircraft into land. Why am I so good at flying? Just practice. It's always practice, alright? Approach mode sets. Flaps. 2.
Quality 127, reduce speed to 200 knots. 200 knots, quality 1. Actually unable because of windy conditions.
As soon as the aircraft starts to sense on the localizer, that's when that's we're established, and then likely given to tower this time around.
Roger, in this case, climb flight level 70. Climb 70, quality.
Very pretty approach this. Should have replayed it rather good. Lufthansa 1914 is established runway 20.
Lufthansa 1914 is 30 miles to run, continue the approach, contact tower 119050, bye bye.
Continue approach and contact tower 119.050 for Lufthansa 1914. Take care and have a good one. Bye bye. Sorry for the delay, sir. Train purpose made some changes. You're a beer. Oh, I love that guy. Well, I guess I am owed a beer in Palermo. That's my go. Hello there, tower. This is Lufthansa 1914, established runway 20, inbound 13 miles.
Lufthansa 1914, tower, greet CB lab and continue approach runway 20.
Continue approach Lufthansa 1914. Right, let's taking the beautiful scenery. And God design, this is beautiful. It's hard to replay again. Try and get ourselves a good look on that as well. You can't just on the ground yet, Astor Joseph. Can't just just on the grounds just yet.
Going around Alpine at 1 X-ray Lima.
Oh, another go around. It's no front stage today here. It's
Palermo. Roger, contact radar 120.2.
Yes, Big J, no smoking should be on all times. Smoking is turned on. Should be. It is. I'm not quite sure it's turned off then. I'm certain I turned that on. Certain.
Lufthansa 1914, runway 20, cleared to land. 220, 12 knots. Expect backtrack, no intersections available.
Was that clear for takeoff? Was that clear to land? Because I feel like I'm a bit far out for a clear to land. Was that Lufthansa 1914 clear to land? Also, I've not had a backtrack on landing before. That'd be a first. Well, I guess this was the first time for everything. So, carrying the approach. Yes, it was. Okay, so Lufthansa 1914 is cleared to land and backtrack on approach while landing for Lufthansa 1914. Expect backtrack. Okay, interesting.
Lufthansa 1914, just to be sure, after landing will be backtrack on the runway due to unavailability of the taxiway intersections.
Roger that, we can backtrack on the landing for Lufthansa 1914, that's not a problem. Okay, well, that's a new one for us. Have you thought about being a real pilot? I have thought about it, it's just a little bit expensive, so maybe one day in the future.
Palermo, Adriana 1690 dal punto alla parcheggio 213 con informazioni ora.
Buonasera Meridiana, a Cagliari Capi Tango per la 24, gli iniziali 2124.
Ricevuto Capi Tango per la 0, 4000 iniziali, 2124 per la 1690, grazie.
This sim is beautiful. Nobody can say otherwise. Not yet up. No 3080 just yet. Gear down, not yet, Alessandro. Gear comes down at... Okay, yeah, okay. Gear down, flaps 3. Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing. Too busy watching the sunset there. Right, public address, there we go. Yeah, so we've got the UK update. Should be rather good, that. Yes, game man, replay has started. We'll be watching that when we arrive at the gates. Headshot 280, I'm using the IVAO network, Justin. Using IVAO 1000, autopilot's off. Set the most approach altitude to 3500. Slight crosswind, it's 14 knot crosswind at the moment, coming from the right to left. So a little bit of crabbing. Gets out onto the rudder as we touch down. It's just the case of using the PFD there. Both diamonds just to make sure they're on the runway. In centre, a little bit low there.
Minimum.
Alright, welcome Mr. G-Man, how you doing from XP72 Streams? Welcome to Jumps Chats, how are you guys doing today?
Tower Tanisha 255 kilo established to 05 6 miles.
Ciao Danish 255 Foxtrot Kilo, continue approach number 2 and it might be another go around for you.
Try and be quick for this guy. 100. Throttle, bring the aircraft down, and reverse thrust set. On the centre line preferably. 80 knots.
Palermo, buonasera, 047 stabili, X20.
60 knots reverses cuts.
Buonasera,
And what we're going to do is turn the aircraft around now, so we can get the aircraft behind us as much time as possible to
Lufthansa 1914, landing time to 9, backtrack and then right to enter the runway 07.
Backtrack right 07 for Lufthansa 1914.
Thank you so much for cooperation.
So basically, I've got to get some moving on now, because if I don't get off the runway soon, Takeoff and approach will need to go around, and well, he's already had one go around, therefore try not to give him a second go.
Si accomodi 1690, mi richiama pronto al
There he
Delta
is.
del numero 1.
Al Delta li porteremo pronti, 1690.
Danish 25 Foxtrot Kilo, expect very late landing clearance and no intersection available, so we'll be backtrack runway 20.
And make a right onto to 07. Lufthansa 1914 is clear of active runway.
Danish 25 Foxtrot Kilo 20, cleared to land, wind 210, 14 knots.
Using IVAO altitude flight simmer, IVAO altitude, not VATSIM.
Lufthansa 1914, thank you so much for cooperation. Via Bravo, Lima, and Romeo, stand 210. Traffic.
Via Bravo, Lima, Romeo, stand 210 for Lufthansa 1914, thank you very much. Have the TCAS go off there. Yes, flight simmer, this is IVAO. Just in time as the aircraft comes into land. I think we did a superb job today. Absolute superb job.
Tower Terminal quality 127, Localizer Studio.
Hello, quality 127, Tower, continue approach number 2, preceding traffic, Airbus A320.
Yeah, this is Charlie. Let's go to the next one, sorry.
Continue approach quality 127.
Sorry, wrong inception. There's Charlie, that's Bravo, next one. Ignore that.
Danish 25 Foxtrot Kilo, backtrack, then right via runway 07.
Backtrack then 07, Danish 25 Kilo.
I said, the Volanta ground maps is a very, very nice little extra. Fantastic, see all the ground jets and all that.
KLM 304 chiamava per il rullaggio.
Right, now we exit the runway down Bravo. It's better go up and enjoy the landing.
304, rulli per l'attesa Delta della 20, la precede un MT80, lei è il numero 2.
Right, we'll deactivate TCAS now. Turn transponder off. Landing lights come off. Flex lights set. APU starts.
47 pista 20 autorizzato all'atterraggio, vento 220 nodi, si
cross onto Bravo. Yes, Max, the weather date is still set to be tomorrow.
220, 047, autorizzato pista 20, vi aspetto il contropista, 047.
Quality 127, reduce speed to the minimum.
Reducing to the minimum, quality.
Danish 25 Kilo, thank you so much for cooperation. Left Bravo, Lima,
Coming into land.
and stand 108.
I can't get close to these backtracks today, but it seems to work. It does seem to work. I thought Tower with his fast-paced landing clearances today.
Allora, 1690 Delta per 0 col top service.
1690 ricevuto, un poco di
Yeah, this is
pazienza, abbiamo I traffici che in atterraggio devono effettuare contropista, l'indisponibilità della Sierra,
hang on,
quindi
we'll get there. Not from the airport, we'll get there.
Stimiamo I
the
38
green
alla
line,
partenza,
dots.
il time è 34.
Green dots will guide us where we need to go.
KLM 304 può ripetere il rullaggio.
KLM 304 all'attesa Delta, il numero 2 la precede un MD80.
Thank you, Brad, for subscribing. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for the support.
Ali 47, backtrack e poi libererà a destra via
Welcome, Brad. How are you doing? Welcome to Next Chats. How are you today?
Backtrack, libero pista 07, 047.
Right, here we go. Nice and gently.
Negative, 210 is occupied,
Sets.
212.
AP active, AP bleed
For you as
on.
well?
Engines off. Seatbelt sign off. And yeah, logbook staying flight time today was 1 hour 56, so not too bad for 2 hour limits. 1 hour 56. So, engines off, seatbelts off, turn it off on the air as well. Wait for the N2 to drop below 18.
La 304 dove
Some
va?
off, strobes off, right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Palermo. Log time right now is approximately 20 to 11, temperature outside being 40 degrees centigrade. We thank you for flying with Lufthansa, and we wish to see you with us again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check.
PLM 304 Palermo.
Avanti, KLM 304.
Sì, è dall'altro lato la pista 20, dall'altro lato.
Next, the Japanese aircraft tuned Unicom to get off the frequency. Behind us, we've got another aircraft coming in. I don't recognise the livery there. Who is that? That's some sort of air transporter. Got 737 taxiing to get right now. Sun slowly setting over to our right, but overall a very very good flight that. Taxi light, sorry, make sure light switched off as well. Ground power is active, APU comes off. Yeah, there we go, we got a replay, so if you want to see the landing from passenger's point of view, feel free to stick around a bit longer. So end of flight, let's have a look. Lufthansa 1914 A320neo from Munich to Palermo. Palermo, well, it's one day I'll get that right. 1 hour 55 minutes. Departure time was planned at 19:29, departed at 19:32. Planned arrival 21:24, arrived 21:29. 124% passengers, 86 satisfaction, landing rate of 36 feet per minute, block time of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Should I just go around soft landing? Wishing out the delay, friends about the airline, very your work. So, yeah, so far passengers are quite pleased with that. I'll drop the flight reports in chat, so if you guys want to look into it in a bit more detail, feel free to do so via that. The 737 is an AI aircraft left, so it's an AI aircraft on the IVAO network. Aircraft coming to land now. And so that's an AI person, or it's a real person, flying either Microsoft Flight Sim, sorry, P3D or X-Plane, with PMD Zybo 73 in the background. We'll disconnect from IVAO, and let's now have a look at our replay. So load. 2021 to 10. It's going to be the later replay since we had to do the go around earlier. 10, 214, 214. Ooh, here we go. Exactly the same to me. 2021, 20. Sorry, 2, 10, 21, 24. 20. 210214. Okay, so I presume it's that one. I'm not sure the replay. Give me a second. I'm trying to look for the file name, but the file names have not quite works. Dates. So it'll be that one. Let's it load and let's get going. Why don't you show the landing? Which landing, Sushikai? Which landing did I not show you? You can't fly yourself, left? No, it's an AI aircraft when using the IVAO network on Microsoft Flight Sim. So we'll do both passenger views, we'll do a few external views, and then we'll bring to an end for the WS for the replays. Let's enjoy it from the right hand side. So past 1000, nice and stable. So far, so good. The beautiful sunset that. Just the orange on the wing really does make for a very pretty approach. The left hand side will be a little bit nicer, especially when you see the land coming to view on the left as well. A 35 feet per minute touchdown rate wasn't a heavy landing by any means. Even probably a little bit too light for that touchdown. Again, slow the airplane down, get us off the runway, and try and allow the aircraft behind us to head on as well. Release date FlightControlReplay comes out in the next week or two, next week or two. Travelographer. No set release dates, but no more than 2 weeks.
300.
Go for the short final.
200. 100.
The land.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
And there's a touchdown. Very nice. Very nice indeed. The taxiway there, which is on the far side, I presume then, not really built for multi-engine jets, so we were told to do the backtrack on the runway. So hit the brakes, slide us down, make the 90-degree turn on the runway. Have a look at it from the other side passenger view. So this side you get a little bit more in terms of scenery, a bit more in regards to actually seeing the land when you come into approach. How do you keep so straight in final? Well, I listed most of the work, Lewis. The glide slope, the localizer did most of the work. All I did was just keep it on the ND there, really. On the ND is the PFD, the two magenta diamonds that guide you in for landing. Keep it straight and you're good to go. It's called Volanta, Mr. G-Man. It's called Volanta. If you want a link to the flight itself and the tracking, I share that as well. So Lufthansa 1114, copy the link there. Don't use Navigraph bigger. Never use Navigraph. My ground charts was Volanta on this occasion because it's just there.
400.
Take care, Heroic. You have a good one. Bye bye. Yes, Left and 77 will eventually come, either the PMDG or Megapack. I'm not sure which one will come first, but you have the Megapack 73 or the PMDG 737. PMDG expected Q3 of this year.
200.
Very short final. And then there's a car park. Yeah,
100.
into the land now.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And touchdown. A little after the touchdown zone. Not a bad landing by any means. I can accept that. It's very pretty terrain here as well. The rocket just stands over toward the airport. I use ChartFox, Rodrigo. ChartFox for charts. No idea about default replay yet, Armen. Not soon. Not anytime soon. Garbage thing. What's up, Martin? What's wrong? Oh, and yeah, there's other 737. Yeah, no, you are right. That's not something we talk about. Let's have a look at tail mode, shall we? Again, nice stable approach. Graph's going absolutely fine today. And sunset, as always, really makes for a stunning background scenery. Looks fantastic. Next flight will try and be tomorrow, Lewis. With the UK update coming out, so I might try and do a GA flight slow and slow over the UK. Try and spot some scenery. So we'll definitely cover Oxford, London, and Cambridge. Birmingham, Bristol. Well, we're definitely Bristol as well. Birmingham, the same flight as well. It's about 45 minutes in GA. Bristol, try and spawn in maybe at Bristol, do a circuit around there as well. But definitely do a few GA flights tomorrow. Excellent, Drawyah. As always, good night. See you next slide. Take care, Armin. Have a good one. Bye bye. Let's look at another replay angle, shall we? How about sunset final? Why would your flight plan get submitted for an IVAO and the website says it's not showing any flight plan for your other desktop clients? Check your call sign, SimFly. Then, if your call signs are different, then it won't match it. Make sure your call signs are the same. It's called FlightControlReplay, Richard, and it costs €18. €18 it will cost when it releases. Comes out in 1 week.
200. 100.
This was a beauty of an approach, a beauty of a landing. Microsoft Flight Sim, as always,
20.
completely
10.
blows us away.
5.
And there's the touchdown. Absolutely perfect, I think. We'll do one more. The front of the aircraft, and then we'll bring it into land. Beautiful landing is today. Is it you or is Microsoft Flight's a bit glitchy today? What do you mean by that, Avengi? What do you think's glitching out? I haven't noticed too many problems today. It's been a rather good flight. So in we go. Beautiful pink glow from the sunset.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Not bad. Didn't miss the Transatlantaric White all that much. Right, well, so like I say, that was our flight from Milan to Palermo. That was the Airbus A320neo in Lufthansa colours, and that was Microsoft Flight Sim using Volanta for tracking, TFDi and PACX, IVAO for ATC, all the good stuff. So yeah, tomorrow hopefully the UK update comes out. If it does, we'll definitely do a few GA flights in around the UK, seeing what the scenery is all like. But until then, thank you all very much for watching. You take care of yourselves, and I shall see you all hopefully in the very near future. Take care, have a good one, and good night. Bye bye.